Taking time to meet with me for a little bit, Brad. What's going on?
You're welcome, Jake. I just want to, I guess, get your point of view on the new football program. Like, what do you think about it? What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? And how can we improve?
Well, kind of like we talked about, I was pretty bummed, overall that BYU Idaho got rid of the sport program in the first place, and so
Yeah, me too.
I really think that we want the best players playing and to have a desire, and I think we still want good players to have a desire to come to this school in the first place. So, um, I think it would be in our favor now and over time to kind of stick with that. Maybe just have one team we can play against, maybe other community colleges. We can find other avenues, or just maybe three teams or something, so we can kind of keep the field narrow and competitive, and keep people coming. At least I know I would have the most fun that way. So I think other people that play football would as well.
Yeah. So you want to have the competitive nature of the sport so that you can still feel like you're a star, or what? Like, why do you want to be so competitive?
Well, I just feel like, for us, you know how it is. We're excellent athletes.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So good.
and if we're playing with people who aren't very good, then it's not nearly as fun for us. And other people that play at our level, it's not fun for them either. And so they're not going to want to come. And so I think if we want to have a high level of play that a college should have, we have to keep it to that. Because the more people we let into the program, the more people we're going to have that are less qualified with less ability.
Okay, I see. So, I thought about this a lot as well, because when I come home from my mission, I wanted to get right back on the football team how we were before, and I wanted to really, compete and to make a name for myself. But then when I come home, find out that the sports program is gone. I wasn't too excited. I was like, where'd it go? I thought about going to BYU and going on their football team, but I really felt inspired to come to this school. And it took me a long time to kind of realize the pros and the good things about this kind of a sports program where it's more mild, but we still have the sports, have the dedication, have the commitment. It's not on the same level, we aren't competing the same, but the principal values are still there. Does that make sense?
That does, yeah.
Okay, and I guess I just wanted to help you understand why those values are still good and how they still can help you as a football player. Yes, the serious competitive nature of the game won't be as strong, right? You won't be number one quarterback or number one running back, linebacker. But you can still learn and become a better leader and a disciple, which is the ultimate goal of this school, is to build us as disciples. Have you read? No, go ahead.
I think though, there's sports, it's a different category, right? If you want to be a disciple leader, you can go to disciple leadership conference. You can be a part of those things. If you want to play football, you go play football.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so we try and mix all these things up, and I really think they can be separate things.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone wants to go be a disciple leader, why do they have to come on the football field to learn it? There's other places that are better to learn it.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, did you read or get a chance to listen to a Steady Upward course by President Eyring?
I've listened to this.
Okay, a year or so ago. Well, he talks a lot about doing more with less in that talk. And, you can go to Disciple Leadership Conference and become a leader and a disciple. You can go to do football and get your energy out, or whatever, what's your reason for it. But in that talk, he explains a lot about the reasons for BYU Idaho changing a lot of its programs. And he says that the principle that we're trying to build here is the concept of doing more with less. So, a big goal for this college is to allow people from all over the world to come and attend, right? Which means that its tuition needs to stay at a minimum cost. And a big reason for taking out the sports is because the intercollegiate sports are very expensive. And to travel to do the several other schools. And it's expensive with the money that was used, a third of the money that was used for those sports got put into creating over 200 different activities that we can now enjoy. Right? So, I don't know, for me and you, Jake, we can work this program with what we have and focus on the good that can come out of it. Instead of the negative, oh man, I can't go get drafted for the NFL, or I'm not going to be spotted by scouts anymore. We can look at the good that will come out of it instead. Like, okay, I'll have an opportunity to teach these people that don't know football, and that will put me in a leadership position where I can grow my skills. I can teach them how to do more with less, even if we play just flag football. I can have fun going out there playing flag football and teaching these new guys.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense. Like, I think it'll be hard for me to get used to because, like, I love football, but I guess there are bigger things that the Lord has in mind than just footballs.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't...
Which, once we say it like that, it kind of seems silly and trivial.
Yeah. And President Eyring says that the people that graduate from this school, they'll become legendary, and other people will flock to them because we'll become natural leaders. And so, learning to change with these things that are going on and adapt to the circumstances is part of being that leader that the Lord is trying to build in you. So even though football is not the same, it's what?
No, I got you. Yeah,
yeah.
It's for a bigger purpose, I guess. And,
yeah.
And there's more than meets the eye, which makes sense, I guess, more of why the school would change in such a way if they're more interested in creating leaders than football players.
Yeah, that being said, you can still come up with ways to improve the program, for sure.
Okay. Well, thanks for helping me understand, Brad.
You're welcome. Don't be so sad.